beside you. So let me ask, would you like that? Would you like that? And I don't mind if you say it's love is the last time. So now I'll ask, do you like that? Do you like that? No! Something's getting in the way. Something's just about to break. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jane. So tell me how it should pay. Try to find out what makes you tick as I lie down, sore and sick. Do you like that? Do you like that? There's a fine line between love and hate, and I don't mind. Just let me say that I like that. I like that. Something's getting in the way. Something's just about to break. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jane. As I burn another page, as I look the other way, I still try to find my place in the diary of Jane. So tell me how it should Desperate heart will crawl, waiting for so long. No love, there is no love. Die for anyone. What have I become? Something's getting in the way. Something's just about to break. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jane. As I burn another page, as I look the other way, I still try to find my place in the diary of Jane. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's only me and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating.
Check.
Sometimes I wish someone out there.
My check work.
Double check. We're
Check.
live.
Check.
Hello. Yay.
I have so much to tell you later. Check. Check, check, check. They can hear us?
Voices. Yes.
Okay, Ryan's
Hello.
Now I have to wait for Ryan to talk about
I was like, I know,
Oasis.
we're like awkwardly far apart right now, but Ryan is about to show up. Oh yeah, it's just you.
It's
I
just,
forgot your kids went back to school.
yeah. Hi, everybody.
Can you believe Oasis is back together?
Yeah.
Someone commented it, and
Yeah,
I
it
was
was right
waiting
before we started.
for you to come in and talk about it.
I'm gonna wake up at 4 in the morning to try and get tickets.
Is that
When do
when
they go on sale?
on sale?
Yeah, well, 9 o'clock their time, so
Oh.
4 o'clock our
Interesting.
time.
What day do they go on sale?
Saturday.
And is it a whole tour or just like one?
No, they're doing like 4 dates at Wembley. Like kind of like how Metallica's doing it, like multiple weekends.
Wait, isn't the 4 dates? Isn't that where like the famous Oasis fight happened?
Yeah. A lot of people are saying like buy tickets for the first show because all the other ones are like who knows?
Yeah.
And some people are saying like don't let them see each other like until
That show.
Like don't let them rehearse together. Don't let them like talk about it.
My joke in the chat went like unheard, and I thought it was funny. We're like, they were gonna play on completely separate stages.
Yeah.
Well, people are saying like keep them in separate countries until the
Keep
show.
them
Well, you know what I think is
so
funny
far away from
is
each other.
the promo photos. I'm almost positive are just 2 photos of them that they put together.
That makes sense.
They haven't even stood in a room together yet.
How much do you think those tickets are gonna be?
A lot cheaper than they would be if you didn't buy them right when they came out. So that's what I'm gonna try and do,
Yeah.
and then I'll figure out why I'm going to England later, I guess.
Oh yeah. That's gonna wait. When are the dates?
August of next year. So
That's so much time for them to hate each other and cancel.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
that is
sure.
a long time to wait.
yeah,
Somebody said this is the one time you should buy concert cancellation insurance.
yeah, for real.
Yeah. That is crazy. That's a really long time.
I do go to enough concerts now though that like, cause like when they would get canceled for COVID, they would just give you like a credit
Yeah.
to go to other shows.
Oh yeah, you could just use it for something
Yeah.
else. Oh yeah, somebody commented they saw you on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, Daniel. So, yeah, Cohen and I were at the Chicago Metallica show, and they were like coming around videotaping things because they do, I think, 2 live performances on their YouTube channel for every show that they do, and they like zoomed right in on Cohen giving the devil horns. It was like. It was a moment when I saw it the first time. But really funny, last night we were at Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper. And like a lot of people see Cohen at the shows and they're like, dude, it's so cool that, you know, you're bringing your kid to these shows. And they gave Cohen the devil horns. And like Cohen messed up like to go give them the devil horns and he just flipped them off. And the dudes were like, oh, he tried to give us the devil horns and he like accidentally
Couldn't do
gave
it,
us the
yeah.
middle finger, and Cohen felt so bad.
Oh.
He was like, I didn't mean to do that, and I feel really bad. I want to say sorry to them. And he's like, where are those guys? I want to say sorry. And I was like, dude, don't worry about
They
it.
don't care.
Yeah, but he was like really upset that he accidentally gave him the middle
Aw.
finger.
Me and my mom talked about that one time, like how some kids like they'll shoot like a hockey puck and break a window, and they'll be like, Mom, look, I smashed this glass pane, and some kids are like, just start crying, and they're just
Yeah.
like, I'm so sorry, like.
He was really embarrassed. And I don't think he's ever done that before.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know, there was like a TikTok trend that Abby saw where you like let your kids swear.
Swear.
Like one time,
Yeah.
and we let Cohen do it, and he swore, instantly started crying.
Oh no.
He didn't like how it felt coming out of his mouth.
I hope he doesn't get. I hope he has like a good group of friends in high school. He just needs a bunch of like adorable, like kind of like loser friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't know if this donation is for you, or if he just said Ryan at the beginning, because I don't know what the rest of it means.
Mom had me watch Hedwig and the Angry Itch. Finally.
Inch?
Itch.
No, it says
Inch.
inch.
I thought it was itch.
Typo? I don't know.
Typo?
Oh.
I don't know what it
Dyslexic?
is.
I don't know.
Well, the letter's not even there, so.
But
I don't know what
so
that is
good.
at all.
I've heard of it, but I really don't know what it is either.
I didn't know if this was like something that you knew, or if he just was excited that you were here and then continued the sentence.
Ryan! Anyway.
Anyways.
Isn't Hedwig from Harry Potter though?
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Hi, I'm here too now.
It's Inch. You mentioned it a while back.
I did?
I'm kind of with Carl. I feel like there's some. You probably did say it. Some.
You
That's what
gotta,
I'm saying. Like, it said Ryan. I was like, you had to have said something about this.
you gotta give me context, Carl. I don't remember
It sounds vaguely familiar.
anything about
It's
that.
Inch. I have no idea what that is.
Somebody asked about more 3 Days Grace.
It's on the list.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the works.
This is something that looks like something Trevor would know about.
Oh, maybe that's.
Was it
maybe
Trevor
it was
that
Trevor.
It's like a movie from 2001. But I don't know.
I have no idea.
Seems like something Trevor would be familiar with, maybe.
Somebody said if you got Oasis tickets, would you come to the UK and do gigs?
That
Would that be our reason?
is the plan.
I feel like that's a bad reason. We spend money to come and spend more money. And maybe make
You guys
money.
don't have to go see Oasis.
They'll only play Oasis covers, though, while they're in the UK.
I know,
But
too.
it'll make a cheaper trip because I was gonna go
You
anyways.
were gonna go anyways. David said, I wish you would cover Richard Marx's Satisfied. His pure 80s awesomeness. Where's Trevor? I don't
Yeah,
understand
really.
why it's not better
We're
known.
talking about Oasis and 80s stuff. Gotta FaceTime Trevor.
I know.
Yeah, it'll be doubly cheap if we go there and play shows because there's no way Trevor's not going. I don't think however hard I try, I don't think I could get Cohen to like Oasis.
Really?
So it's probably gonna be Trevor coming with me.
Yeah, you know, Muse Musician, we did kind of miss the boat on that. I did kind of forget that that was coming out. And it's very good. We just did our Sabrina cover early. That's
Do I
all.
smell weird?
Can't smell anything.
Okay.
I'm still like unable
Oh,
to
yeah.
breathe.
Oh yeah.
When we were
since-
driving home from
Maryland.
the other day, we thought Sam was dying in the back seat.
Sam's allergic to pyrotechnics.
I don't know if that is what it was, but I really still am like embarrassingly mouth breathing at night.
You're allergic to sulfur, or whatever they.
My
sulfur
dad's
Yeah.
allergic
They
to
put
that.
in. Really?
Then
Yeah.
maybe you are.
I have no idea. No, yeah, that is one of his like
Really?
allergies. Yeah. No, seriously.
I feel like
There's
you totally
a lot.
could
I'm
be.
pretty
Then
sure
there's
there's
like
sulfur in fireworks.
Oh, okay.
a high chance that you also could be allergic to that.
Can you upload More Than a Feeling on Spotify?
Yeah, it's on the way. I've done my part. There's nothing else I can do now.
Looked like we were having fun up there at Pyro Gym. Yes,
Yeah.
we were.
It
I
was
was
crazy.
so impressed with that.
I will say there was one time where I was like just like into it and we started Bad Romance and I forgot that there was pyro in that song and I caught
were on the
myself
line?
stepping in front of it and I was like, ooh,
You almost got James Hetfielded.
I don't want to get caught on fire right
I
now.
felt the heat like
Oh,
very well
I
from
was
where I was at the
sweating.
back of the stage.
Yeah.
So
I
there
don't
was a green line on the stage that we weren't allowed to cross because we would be too close to the
Fire.
pyro that was going off while we were playing. And I saw that green line, and I'm pretty sure they said don't ever cross it. Not on the songs
No,
that
they
we were
did
playing.
at the beginning, and then when the actual pyro guys came, they were like, "Oh no, you can do whatever you want, only just not
Oh,
during these
okay.
songs." Yeah.
Because I saw you cross the line, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, what'd she do?
No. Once they came, because I was like, "So do we have to stand back here the whole time?" And they were like, "No, only on these
Oh.
4 songs." I was
'Cause
like, "Okay."
I didn't get that part. I saw you cross the line, and then I was like, all right, if she's doing it, I'm going to do it. And then I did it, and I was like, oh, I don't like how that feels. So then I went back where I was supposed to go.
But yeah, during Bad Romance, like right at the beginning, when it's just me singing, I like stepped forward and I was like,
Oh, you were out there?
backwards.
That mushroom cloud that they like set off at the end of that looked insane.
I don't think you would have had to have been there to understand how big it was. It was the size of like a hot air balloon. Like it was.
Yeah, I don't even know how to.
It might maybe
explain
bigger.
It. Yeah, it was like. I was like trying to talk to people like while this was happening because like they wanted merch, and then like the national anthem started, so we stopped, and I was like videoing the fireworks for the Instagram and stuff, and then at the end that happened, and in the video you could just hear me go, "Oh my god!" and everybody around me was like, "What's happening?"
'Cause I've seen one of those happen once, not that big, but like it happened where like was that supposed to happen or did like something like just explode?
I'm pretty sure those are just like barrels of gasoline that
Right,
they
yeah.
like ignite.
Yeah, it was nuts. But the other ones, like, there was, like, multiple that happened. And the other ones were nothing like
Oh,
that
yeah,
one was,
yeah.
like, insane.
The
They
big
look like
one.
the size of a building.
Carlson Views and Butthead Fire.
And it was also just like it wasn't like a flame up and then it turned into a mushroom cloud.
It was like-
eventually like the bottom part like stopped being on fire and only the sky part was on
Yeah,
fire.
it was nuts.
So it was just a big fire ball in the sky. But it was not like it wasn't connected to the ground.
Right,
anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it just stayed up there.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like, it just kept going, and I was like, is it gonna stop? Like, ever?
Audra, someone wants to know how
He's
your
weird.
recovery is
Oh,
going.
it's good. I posted a funny video today of my finger.
Is it not bandaged right now?
No.
That
That's
doesn't
not.
look that bad.
That's not my nail.
yeah, I
That's like
understand.
my skin, but now it's like healed.
But at least there's like it from any sort of distance. It looks like
Yeah, it looks fine.
you could probably just paint it.
This is gonna peel off though still.
Yeah.
So once that's gone, then the nail can start growing back.
Ew.
But it's not infected anymore. So that's good. Actually, not until today. I take my last antibiotic today and then I'm good.
Remember, it's not a big deal if you don't finish those out.
But yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It just looks a little sad.
What are your
I don't think it
guys?
looks bad at all.
This is an interesting
That looks way
question.
better than it did a few days ago.
I'm pretty sure we already covered that one like a week or two ago.
Oh,
What?
really?
Personal
What?
no-goes for
Yeah,
covers.
we did do that. If I
No,
don't even
never
remember
mind.
what we said though. Oh, anything with screaming in it. That's what I said.
Oh.
Oh,
No
yeah.
polyphia.
Yeah.
No animals as leaders.
Yeah, we just went through. We
Yeah.
just went through some.
Ooh, I've had that on my personal covers list for a while. I Don't Want to Stop by Ozzy Osbourne. I love that song. Yeah.
Sam, how's Croatia? Is it super hot on the beaches? Yeah, it was like over 100 degrees Fahrenheit every day. It was very, very hot. The beaches were really cool though. The beaches that were like rock beaches were really cool because it was extremely clear. It felt like very, I don't know, it looked like something you would see in like a brochure, you know what I mean? But then the sand beaches were really nice because, I mean, the water is just very warm and you could go out and just have fun. It was very clean.
And No Hotel California. That's also on the list. But not because of us. Because of them.
And no,
Oh yeah,
was it
I
Led
mentioned that.
Zeppelin or something?
No Van Halen, somebody said.
We've
That was because of Matt though.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
on his no-go list.
well, I will continue that into the future. There might be some maybe
might be
that I
doable.
could do.
Well, no, Jump Solo's still kind of out there.
It'll have to be a Cohen collab.
What did we say? We said that about another song the other day. I can't remember what it was though.
He got a Van Halen guitar. The Eddie Carlino
Yeah.
gave it to
Oh
him.
yeah.
So we were in Boston for another Metallica show, and we stopped at Carlino Guitars, and Cohen started playing this EVH, like, I don't know, cool guitar with the Floyd Rose on it, full size, but it was like a little bit smaller. He really liked it, so we ended up coming home with it.
Any sharks? What does that mean? Oh, from the beaches.
Oh, from the beach. I also was reading that and I was like, I'm so confused where this
No,
story from.
I didn't see any. I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot of like interesting, like wildlife or anything like that. But Isn't it true that sharks like basically like to hang out like right where people swim at the beach? Like, have you ever seen like the overhead like the drone
Yeah, it's
footage?
crazy.
Of,
I'm
like,
so
Sharks are
scared of
basically
that.
right where people like to go swim.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care about anything else.
Yeah. This week's cover is a collab with Brooke, actually. You're So Vain is the song, but it is our collab with Brooke for the year.
You're so. You got gains.
And we shot it in Brooke's garage. Me and Brooke did. And it was like 100 degrees.
yeah,
it
that
was
was
so
rough.
hot that day.
Would you ever do a parody or a Weird Al cover?
We did do a parody one time last year for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like actually out. But we used to do parodies for like this company.
Oh yeah.
They would like ask us to like parody a song and then like write the lyrics and they would play it at like their company like party or something.
Yeah.
What was
The tech company.
Extreme
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah. We had Teenage Dirtbag, right?
Yeah, it was
And one other one.
The Witcher
It was
song.
the Witcher song, right? I remember that one being really difficult.
Space Age Tech Nerd or something like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I still remember some of those words to that song.
For some reason, that's the one that gets stuck in my head every now and then when I think of like your guys' covers instead of Teenage Dirtbag, and it kind of like
Yeah, that happens to
Annoys
me
me.
sometimes when we're playing it live, and I think about like the bridge, but I remember the lyrics to the bridge of that version, and sometimes I almost say it.
I mean, like, not that seriously, to be honest, but when I was a kid, my dad got, like, one of the first iPods, and he would, like, let me listen to it when he wasn't using it. And one of the songs that he had on there, my dad is Jewish, if I've never said that, but he liked Pretty Fly for a Rabbi by...
Oh, right.
So, like, I obviously, because it was his iPod, was listening to that song all the time, and I thought about for my birthday cover this year doing that, and having Hank come in and do the... Just having a Steve, like, one shot for him.
Cameo.
Do it.
I
I really
feel like
like that
he would
song.
kill that. Like, I feel like he'd be so good at it.
Yeah, I guess I think I was like, oh my gosh, that comes up in, I have to have that done in like a week,
Yeah, it was
and I was
so
just
quick.
like, maybe we can still do that anyway, though. That can just be a regular one.
When's your dad's birthday?
November 1st. If we want to have him on.
Weird Al Yankovic's CD was the first CD that I ever bought in a store, I think.
Real?
Yeah.
Why were you picking that one out?
Amish Paradise.
Oh,
I thought that
remember
was hilarious.
Wait, and then what was the White and Nerdy? That was the other one that I really liked. Because have you seen the video
well,
for that?
it didn't occur to me like it was like years after the fact I started watching Key and Peele. The guys that pull up on him, that's Key and Peele.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I remember that.
That's such a good video.
Someone said I have the same birthday as your dad.
He was born. He also the same day as Anthony Kiedis, same year too, which is crazy because whenever I think about like them playing these huge festivals and stuff, I'm like, if my dad was telling me he was gonna go do this, I would be. It's hard to put that in perspective.
Well, so last night we went and saw Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper, and Alice Cooper is 76.
something.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
he's.
And he sounded amazing. Like, he didn't have, like, an old guy voice.
I feel
Although,
like-
I guess he kind of already sounded like that to begin with.
I
but
feel like some people like. I feel like especially like him. I mean, when you sing stuff like that forever, you just get better at it.
yeah, he
But
sounded
I feel like
fantastic.
when you go see Guns N' Roses,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like the songs are already ridiculously hard to sing.
Yeah.
You're just going to get worse as you get older. Like it's just bound to happen.
I saw a video of Angus playing Back in Black like from very recently, and it's he does totally great. I mean, he does awesome, but it is a little weird. Like it looks like he's kind of like physically like struggling a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's like kind of weird. Who's the he has like osteoporosis or something. Is it
Mick
Motley
Mars.
Crue or something? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's also a little like kind of hard to watch. Like you can just tell he's struggling.
But he never really lost his, like, ability to play.
Yeah.
He can't move quick or anything like that, but he still, like, sounded really good when they would play.
Yeah.
What's funny is so Mick Mars got kicked out of Motley Crue, and John Five used to be in Rob Zombie. So John Five went to go play with Motley Crue, and because Rob Zombie didn't have a guitar player left, they got Mike Riggs, who was their original guitar player. And the reason I wanted to go see Rob Zombie was because Mike Riggs and Blasco were like the two dudes that like just ran across the stage,
Yeah.
and they had so much energy like when Rob Zombie first came out. And I was like, it's gonna be sick to see those guys on stage with him again, because John Five was kind of older and he didn't really
Yeah.
like run around a lot either. And I was like, it'd be cool to see those guys, but like those guys are older now too. And
Yeah.
like they're a lot slower and they kind of didn't really do a lot. But compared to Alice Cooper, like those guys that were in Rob Zombie much later, much younger than him, were like slower and like less energetic on stage than Alice Cooper was. And I thought that was like really, really impressive. And Nita Ford plays with Alice Cooper now, who Orianthe used to play with Alice Cooper. Now it's or not Nita Ford, Nita Strauss. Lita Ford, different guitar. Anyways, but she was like really cool on stage too. His whole band just had so much fun up there. Like they
Yeah.
were just goofing around and like you know, doing like synchronized moves, and they were just really fun to watch on stage. I was like really impressed with Alice Cooper's band.
I have a few donations. One from Chandler said
Thank you.
love first to 11. And then Vito Nez said, do you guys have a production line of music videos? How it works to record instrumental voice, pre-production, record video, and get it done. That's crazy.
I mean, that's pretty much
That's-
it.
yeah,
That's
that
literally-
Just explained it.
Just said it, yeah.
Yeah, like typically
That's
we
it.
yeah. One of us will make a cover, like Trevor works on covers too. We'll do the instrumental, send it to Audra, and then we send that to Nick, and then we film it.
We film it, and then we put it out.
Nick is our producer.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone didn't know that. So we just we just send him stems of the song, like the dry, no effects, like no mixing, just the tracks that we recorded.
Then he
And
does
he
his
does
Nick magic.
Everything else.
Then it sounds like this.
I feel like we've done something on like either a stream or behind the covers of like
Video.
what the difference is between like our demo of it and
Yeah.
what he makes it sound like.
Yeah.
Yours are way closer than mine are. Sam's demos sound really good.
But it is interesting that, like, I feel like somebody would think for, I don't know, a YouTube channel of our size, they would just be like, oh, they probably, I don't know, their demos probably sound like basically 90% done, but like, no, even mine don't sound sometimes even close to what they're gonna sound like.
Nick is not in California.
No, Nick
He's
is.
in
It's the exact
Michigan.
opposite of LA, basically. Like, middle
Yeah.
of nowhere,
Yeah.
woods, no neighbors, like.
Yeah, when we go stay with him, like we just sit there.
Yeah.
Cause that's it. It's just Nick's house.
Just go and listen to the crickets.
The nearest city is Coopersville? Cooperstown?
Where it feels like millions, yeah.
Cooper something.
Carl said donation for mom, Wicked Little Town, Stephen Trask.
Unfamiliar,
Yeah, I don't know that song.
but will educate
Wicked little
myself.
town.
Didn't we get like a super good pizza from Coopersville or whatever?
I don't
We
know.
got good ice cream.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I thought we got really good pizza there too.
I remember
Is
that.
it Coopersville or Coopertown?
I'm gonna say Coopersville.
I feel like it's Coopersville.
Sam, any covers on your channel or BRG? No. BRG broke up. But in 15 years, we're gonna be playing Wembley again, so we'll see you when the time comes. Get your tickets now. Your production value.
It's from Hedwig. That
Oh,
donation.
okay.
Oh, okay. Franklin said, please tour the UK. How's your nail? It's not there, but it's fine.
She could have had it amputated and chose not to. I don't understand it either. Infinite aura for that.
Oh, this is not a question for me. This is a question for you guys, but the video's out. Go watch it. They're gonna answer that question, and I'm gonna do everything
We
else.
will be here. Wait, I have to see the question. I ask that because sometimes you guys recording and master sounds good or better than the original. Do you use simulators for guitars, Kemper, Helix, something like that? Okay, Okay, you're good.
Not FaceTime.
I don't think we want to face anybody.
So, Nick does, like I said, all of the mixing and I guess it would be production, right? Like choosing the guitar amp sounds and vocal processing and all that sort of stuff. He uses just about everything, right?
Yeah, Nick.
He uses so many different drum libraries and different VST guitar amps and stuff. At least that we've seen him use.
Yeah, so
I don't know if he has one that's like a go-to.
Nick's been producing for so long that he's just accumulated so many plugins and tools and VSTs and whatever. But actually, I guess if you think about it, the production is kind of like 50-50 almost, because we do all of the like putting in synths and whatever, but a lot of times he just replaces the sounds. So I guess it's kind of both of us, but it's always interesting when Nick does a cover occasionally by himself, like Nick did Man I Feel Like a Woman and Kiss Me. And it might not sound... Oh, Man I Feel Like a Woman was like completely rearranged, but like Kiss Me, for example, it didn't necessarily sound like a crazy arrangement, but he knows so much about how it was recorded, so he like emulates the room that they used to record that and the exact like drum dimensions and whatever. Like he's very, very, I guess, detail oriented.
Yeah. He did that on Metallica, the Enter Sandman cover too. He like actually got a sample of the Black Album snare and used it
Really?
and all that sort of stuff, yeah.
I found like a pack for like the Roland drum kit that has those samples.
Oh, really?
So, like, I've been meaning to get that.
I just watched the video today of the GarageBand loop from Umbrella. Cause I didn't know that. It was cool. It also was so funny when, like in the early days, Nick would like just cook up this amazing like back in the day, Nick did all the production. Like we would give him basically nothing, I feel like, and he would add a lot.
Yeah.
And like people would just kind of be like bad, like auto-tune, like
Bad.
dumb, and he would just be like, okay. Like,
Nick used to be in our comment section all the time.
yeah, I know.
Fighting all the haters.
He'd be like, it's not auto-tune, it's Melodyne.
I'll still never forget actually on the, I think it's the My Hero cover, there's a comment that says that they can hear the original track underneath ours.
I'm like,
And
that's
I'm like,
literally impossible.
I'm like, that's
That's
works.
crazy.
I always
In which
thought,
song?
I'm pretty sure it's My Hero.
to be honest, I thought that was the case for a second, because I think you did My Hero, and I know that sometimes you use Moises to like listen to stuff and separate the tracks. And I honestly thought for a second, I was like, I wonder if he accidentally left that in.
No,
like,
I think that would have been before I think Moises
Yeah,
even
that would have been
existed.
way before, I think.
But it's weird that you say that because on Cohen's channel, the one that everyone says he's not like actually playing is Everlong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
and they're
so
like,
weird.
I know how to play that song and that's not how it goes. And I'm like, that's how it goes.
Cohen will tell you differently. That's how it's played. Jeez. But no, I think it was specific about the vocals that they were like, oh, I can hear Dave Grohl's vocals under.
Yeah,
here.
I was like, that's genuinely not.
So even if it was Moises, I don't think they have Dave's like vocal stem.
Yeah,
well,
I
we've
was
said
like,
this. We've said this before, but in case anybody here hasn't like heard this before, we've occasionally like once or twice done a cover, and it's like so close in its like audio DNA to the original song that it will actually get picked up by like audio detection software that's supposed to prevent people from just like reposting like original audio on YouTube.
Lit was
Lit.
one, and
Oh, that was
yeah.
was that the first one?
Shook Me All Night
AC/DC?
Long.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lit was the first one.
Because we were so mad, I remember, because we like
Did the bowling
did
video.
the whole video for it, and yeah, it was just a mess.
I just
Also,
need to
while
get
we're
this out of the way.
answering questions on here, we're also answering comments on the YouTube videos. So if you go comment,
We sure are. I'm in charge of the chat that I can read.
Can you even read
yeah,
this
we
one?
like switch for this part.
Boss of Me by They Might Be Giants. That reminds me, I think I'm supposed to... Aren't I supposed to get you a TV intro thing, Audra?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Is that the song from Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah.
Is it? I was gonna say I have no idea what they're actually called.
Bring the live streams back. We are back.
Hello.
Doing it
Hello?
right now.
Every week.
But we do have plans to start playing on the live streams once a month. We just gotta.
We're debating
Start
on when
doing
to
it.
start it, which it might be for like the holidays, is what we talked about. That's when we usually do our crazy ideas, our crazy streams.
How do you navigate the YouTube music copyright system? Get an MCN. That's it. Otherwise, you're
Yeah.
kind of SOL.
Find somebody to help you.
Well, it not really. You don't have to.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
But so YouTube will automatically detect through like the title and description of the video as to whether it's someone else's like publishing content. So a lot of times that just automatically gets picked up by YouTube's comment or content ID system and just automatically diverts that revenue to the original artist. But the thing that you need to do is have your own content ID system, which you can do through DistroKid and a couple other like distributors, so that your audio has its own like entry in the content ID system, so that it separates the publishing content ID and the recording content ID. So you can get 50% of the revenue that your song earns if you do that. But if you don't submit your audio to the content ID system, then you forfeit your 50% to the original artist. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. It's very weird, and there's not a lot of like people that have publicly explained that that's how it works, but from our experience, that's how it works.
yeah, I just meant like with like getting an MCN and stuff. Like they'll handle like issues
Yeah,
like where we had like with Shook Me All Night Long and Mine Were Sending Me. They had to like directly work with
Yeah.
YouTube to be like, no, this
To
is
be like, no, this
their
is
audio.
So
Or-
if you upload someone else's audio, they'll just take it down.
Yeah.
Like instantly. Because you can't do that in any capacity. So when people think that our audio is their audio,
It immediately
then we
gets taken
definitely
down.
have to have an MCN that is able to explain that.
You know what's always kind of confused me though is like the liberties with like fair use for YouTube videos. Like, it is interesting. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen anything about the Australian breakdancer. Remember
Oh,
that
yeah, yeah.
situation? But like, fair use on YouTube has permitted a lot of people in the past to use like, you know, up to let's say like a minute at a time of somebody else's video.
Yeah.
But like, they're changing fair use like laws and stuff right now to try and make sure that like nobody can use that stuff.
It's possible. I know that on like TikTok and Instagram and stuff, you can use about that much of someone else's audio. I think
Hi,
that's
can we-
people
So I s-
buying merch.
I silenced my phone, so
Somebody said, "Can we have a cover of the Warning song?" I think
The
it's a
Warning
you.
song.
do they only have one song?
Like a song by the band called The Warning?
Yeah,
I think that's what
probably.
they-
Or
I would-
Warning by Green Day?
No,
No, I would
definitely.
think.
They said The Warning, all caps. So I'm guessing it's The Warning, like the band.
They have some awesome
I would
songs. Their
assume.
new album, I think it's called Keep Me Fed, has like a lot of good riffs on it. Like it's probably, I'd say it's almost as good as like Cherry. Is it
Cherry Bomb,
Cherry Bomb was the name of that band?
the all-girl band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds weird. But yeah, so there was a band a long time ago. They're called Hey Violet now.
I was like, what's their name now? That's all I could
yeah.
remember.
But I think
yeah.
they're also not a band at all
I haven't
anymore.
heard
I
anything
don't know. I
from
haven't
them.
heard anything from them.
But yeah, they're like an all-girl rock group, and they were really good. But I think that the Warning stuff has gotten. It used to kind of sound like, you know, a little garage bandy, but now it sounds like they've got some good writing going on.
Cindy, thanks to your donation.
Ooh, anyway, you want it to be a good one.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, that's super easy.
We have a Journey song on the list. Not that one. The other one.
Sweet Dreams by Eurythmics. I can make that sound exactly like
We
Sunglasses
almost
at
put
Night.
that on the acoustic album, didn't we? I had that on my list for the acoustic album this year, and then we didn't pick it.
Audra, is Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson too screamy for you?
I don't know that song.
It probably would be.
Yeah.
I feel like
As soon as
feel like
you
it'd
said
be a
Beautiful People, I just thought of the song that we already
Beautiful
covered
People.
called Beautiful People.
I feel like it would be it'd be like the Deftones thing that happened. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It'd be like
You'd have to like transform it quite a bit to make
Yeah.
it make sense.
Anytime, I feel like the only time we do like screamy songs is we'll just be like, let's put them on the acoustic album. And then we can do whatever we want.
Another comment about Oasis, but I think we should
We should
yeah. do one of their songs.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we've gotta. I don't know when though. Like, do we
Yeah.
wait? Do we wait until the tour? We kind of missed the boat on the announcement, so it's
yeah.
like we might have to wait until next August.
I mean, speaking of missing boats, we should do a Post Malone cover from his new album.
Oh,
So good.
It's so good.
You've got to be yourself.
I'm very excited to see him play that album.
Covers of The Warning tend to get a lot of views. Cohen got approached by their management to do some Sick, I think, on
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. And I don't know if it was maybe a little too early when it came out, but it didn't do as well as all the normal ones. But it was a really, really fun song to learn. And I think they're actually in Pittsburgh and Cleveland later this month. We might actually try and go and see them.
Santiago, thanks for your donation. I've seen you like 10 times when we haven't even been on our tour 10 times. When's the next tour? Same time as last year?
Yeah.
Probably.
Middle of April to the end of April, maybe into
Ish.
May.
We'll let you know.
We've got a rough sketch of where we're going.
Yeah. Saw on Instagram you did a gig in Maryland. Any other gigs coming up? Everything is on our website, first211.com. You can see every single show that we have.
You can come see us in prison if you want.
If you want to go to prison.
Male or female prison. We're doing
a
male
Whoa!
and female prison.
I didn't know that.
You didn't?
No.
I didn't know that either.
I'm a little nervous about that.
Surprise.
That's okay.
I'm only nervous if it's anything like the regulations they had in the female one.
No, I think it's a lot different
Okay.
in the male.
That also makes me nervous.
Well, we'll find out.
I think we'll be okay. But it was interesting that we were at the female prison and they were like 10 feet away from us and there was like a gym teacher like in the back corner.
Yeah.
He's like, they're fine. And then he's like, I'm going to run to the bathroom. You guys should be good.
They were chilling though.
I was like, they were. But it was just weird. Like, you had to get used to it a little bit.
I feel like it's so different when you go into like, from speaking on all my experience of playing in a prison, going into like a prison and doing something like fun. Because they're just like, we're not going to mess this up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that is true.
we are
Yeah.
going to enjoy this and we're going to have a great time and we're going to make sure that you guys can come back again.
No, that is a good point.
But I feel like, yeah. And it always is like during the holidays. So it's like, yeah, why not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, great appearance of Power Jam. I'm your fan of the Black Hat. I followed you since 2018. Oh, we were in North Carolina, but not Raleigh.
Big Bar beer was cheap. Well, I guess for
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Erie it's expensive.
I was
but
like, yeah,
compared to anywhere else, it's cheap.
anywhere else,
That's true.
it's cheap.
Time for some wings, man. Okay.
Say less.
We have done that song. I'm Not Okay by My Chemical Romance. There is a cover. It's on our
Yep,
channel.
that was a tour
Go watch
video.
it. It was a tour video, yeah.
Yeah, I think
The
we should
very
do
first one.
another Green Day something too. Can't really
When
decide
was
what
our
though.
What was our last one?
Good.
Was it Holiday?
No, Holiday.
It was the
The
holiday was the
fan
fan
one?
cover.
So it's
Was-
like
that was last year,
less
right?
than a year ago, yeah.
Or no, Seven Nation Army was the last fan cover. So
Oh,
before
so
that.
2 years ago
Yeah.
then.
Dominic said seeing Green Day live next Monday.
Nice.
I'm seeing them Sunday. We got the tickets that you can go on the stage and like see all their gear and
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool.
All their guitars. I'm gonna be really excited about that.
I was in the concert for I'm Not Okay.
It's gonna be weird
Nice.
when, you know, has anyone ever seen the Premier Guitar Rig rundown videos?
Yeah.
It's gonna be, well, I don't know if like they knew.
That's
You
how you
know.
rock.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be interesting one day, like in like 10 years, it's just gonna be like, let me guess, Quad Cortex.
Is it sunny there?
Quad
right
Cortex
now?
4.
Kind of.
This sounds
Carl
perfect.
said basket case.
That's what I was
We
saying.
didn't tell them. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say either that or When I Come Around would probably be one of the other contenders for Green Day.
Guys, we didn't tell them about what happened at our show the other day.
Oh, I posted on Instagram.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh.
We got
Oh, yeah. Is your
dumped
quad
on
okay?
by rain.
Oh.
Absolutely
Yeah, that was
crushed.
bad.
It was like a wave came out of Lake Erie and just dumped on top of us.
I went to like Ryan's house the next day to like help him wipe up some stuff, and you could tell he was not. He was like, "Yeah, it's not good." Like,
Yeah, it was.
there was no sugarcoating. I was like, "Think it's okay?" And he's like, "No, probably not."
So we were playing this show and it was like a private event, and somebody, if you guys saw like videos of us playing at the beer garden this summer, I know we posted like a bunch from that. They rented out that whole thing and paid us to come play, and it started pouring rain.
4 or
like,
5 songs in.
Yeah, and it was like instant. Like it was sprinkling, and we just kept going. And then all of a sudden, a gust of wind blew like through the stage so hard that it blew our rack. Like
Yeah, the rack started
Almost
rolling
off the
away.
stage, and you were like-
and then Sam grabbed
Sam's,
the rack,
like, cymbal
and then
just
his
being-
cymbals started falling over. Like we didn't have enough arms to like hold
Hold
everything down.
And then it was like a monsoon. Like
Yeah.
it was a ridiculous amount of rain that like when you were walking back from the van like towards the stage, you couldn't see.
Yeah.
Because there was so much rain.
I basically got home and like stood in my like walkway
That's what I-
and just like
did
derobed
too.
myself
Oh.
and just walked down.
Yeah.
Like all my windows open basically, and just walked downstairs and put everything in the dryer.
What I didn't think about is I sat soaking wet in the van seat and drove home.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I got up the next day and we went to go drive to
Yeah.
the Rob Zombie show, and I was like, wow, I'm really sweaty, like for no
Yeah,
reason. And I'm
me
like,
too.
oh no,
The chair was still
my
wet.
chair is just like super
I
wet.
drove somewhere yesterday, and I have like leather seats in my car, and they still like I sat down in so much water like absorbed into it that I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I wish I would have thought to park in the sun or something like that.
Yeah, I like put like a towel on my seat, and I was like,
No.
I guess I'll just leave it here for like a few days.
I didn't think of that. I just met Rob Zombie with a wet butt.
Yeah, because I got out of my car and I was like, why am I like soaking wet right now? And I was like, oh my gosh.
But, like, I was there for like part of it to help them set up, and like I remember like helping you guys scoop back the speakers.
Yeah, because we
And,
were like preparing
Dude, right.
ahead of time.
It was so. I mean, this pavilion was
instant.
like it's bigger than this entire room.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really tell how big this room
and it's
is.
covered too.
And it's covered.
But it's
yeah.
covered, and there was not a single place that you could be that was dry.
Yeah.
Even,
Nowhere,
like-
even in the direct center of it,
Yeah.
the rain was going so sideways that it was like everything was wet.
I
It
like
might as well have been
legitimately
outside.
was like, are we about to get hit by a tornado right now? Like it was so
Yeah.
windy that it was like it didn't. I've never like been outside when something like that happened. I don't think.
I was say like I helped you guys like push the speakers back. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go get Mason now. Have a good show. And I get up to my parents' house, and all of a sudden just
It was yeah. It
And I'm
literally
like-
had to have been once you got there
Yeah, and, like,
because
I
it was
was just
only like
standing there,
30
like,
minutes
uh-oh.
later.
This is a very interesting question, Mr. Hip Waiter.
Rim down.
Yeah.
I was a rim down person, but Allison got these really nice glasses that have like lids on them that you can use for like straws and stuff. So we have to store those up. But
I think it matters how
Lids
clean
out.
your cupboard is.
Yeah.
We
If
have,
your
like, mats
cupboard
and
is
stuff.
disgusting, then don't do rim down.
right.
But I feel like if you leave it up, then there's just more room for
Dust
like
and
dust
stuff.
to fall into
Yeah.
it.
And
That's why-
also,
Oh, fall into it.
Yeah.
I was saying,
And
we have,
also-
we have like mats and stuff. That,
Yeah.
if you like take it out and you're drying it off and you miss a little spot, like you don't want the water to just sit in there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like you don't want
In the
anything to,
bottom of
to
the cup,
fall into
yeah.
cups. You should always have it rimmed down. And I feel like it's probably just good practice to keep your cupboard in like clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, if you close your cupboard and they're rim up, there shouldn't be any dust settling in there, right?
Unless it's on the door of your cupboard. If you like
it makes
shut
its
your
way in.
Yeah,
door,
true.
or if you when you like the air from like your cupboard door shutting, think about how much dust can
Oh,
like
okay.
get pushed in there.
Unless you have like really pristine.
Unless you have like
like,
clean
backs of
air
cupboard,
in
yeah.
your house, like
I don't really think about like
Show the finger.
Well, you should be almost in this in this state where like when you have kids, like I used to be so grossed out by dirt, germs, pee, poop, anything. But then like once you have kids, you're just like whatever. It just stops mattering.
I mean, I still try to like keep a clean house, but there's sometimes too where like Mason will like crap his
But I mean,
pants.
if it's just like eating or drinking or whatever, like people say like your toothbrush, if you leave your toothbrush sitting on your counter, then there's like however many particles of like human feces in your toothbrush. It's just, it is what it is.
It's a lose.
Yeah.
Anyway, fun stuff.
Continuing, thanks, Hip Waiter. That really got us going right now.
Do you have, like, is there a really convincing counter-argument, though? Like, I'd be willing to be convinced, but I don't know what you could possibly...
Well, the lid
But the
thing
lids,
helps.
like, we have, like,
Like,
really
if you
nice
have
glasses.
cups with
but,
lids on them, then there's no reason to put them upside down. They're just covered.
I never use those glasses with the lids, though. Like, I take it out of the cover and I'm like, boop.
Well, I always keep my lids separate. Like, I keep my lids in, like, a space, and then
gotcha.
I just put them on my cups when I need them.
I think I want to make my entire like dishware. I want to get rid of plastic because when you put plastic in a dishwasher, it never gets dry.
Yeah.
But if you have glass or ceramic or whatever, everything comes out of the
Everything
dishwasher
dries.
like perfect, ready to go.
Yeah, when you put anything plastic in, it ruins, like, all of them. Like, if I put, like, a plastic container in mine, everything is, like, wet when it comes out of the dishwasher.
I don't have I don't have plastic Tupperware anymore either.
Are your dishes always dry?
all ceramic.
No, glass Tupperware.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's life, you know? Yep. Completely right.
You know what I noticed last time I was at your house, though, Ryan, is I think we have the same exact, like, dishes.
The black ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they came from like Target
Plates
or something like that.
and, like, bowls, and I don't even know where I got them because somebody got them for me when I moved in. But Abby, like, pulled the plate out, and I was like, I have those plates.
My gripe with the plates that she bought, well, the bowls that she bought like cereal bowls that are deep and like small, but she bought like, I guess they're salad bowls that are like
Like the half bowls?
Yeah,
I love those.
I hate
No,
those.
I don't
like,
have those.
I have a couple of
you
those.
can't put anything in there that you need to cut,
Yeah.
like any chicken or steak or anything like that, because the rim on it. But then you also like, you can't, it doesn't hold anything together. It's basically just a plate with a big lip on it. It's like the worst of both worlds.
I love it. It's great. You cut your chicken before you put it in the bowl.
Well, then you gotta get something else dirty.
Not
My
necessarily.
chicken comes
True.
off the plate
Straight into the yeah.
or sorry, off the skillet onto the plate.
I tend to use those for pastas more than anything.
Yeah,
so.
I do that. Or I eat my pasta like in a bowl. I don't ever
Right.
put my pasta on a plate.
Oh, I do.
Pasta
Spaghetti on a plate?
Spaghetti, on a plate. But
Isn't that weird that spaghetti on a plate sounds normal, but any other pasta?
Yeah, any other pasta is weird. Like, I'll put spaghetti on a plate, but if I have, like, literally any other shape of pasta or any kind of pasta, it's in a bowl.
But if I'm eating mac and cheese, it's in a deep, thick
Bowl. Yeah.
Not a stupid
But if
flat
I make, like,
earth bowl.
like chicken pasta or something, it's in a bowl. I'm not eating spaghetti
You know what
in a
doesn't
bowl,
make
though.
sense,
It's
though?
weird.
What? Well,
welcome to the ADHD
Never mind.
first.
Yeah, this is like when we know that we're about to have to be done because we're just talking about things.
Oh wait, I was talking about holding out for a hero. I think last week or something too, because we were talking about a hero EP too.
We were talking about the Mimi P, I
Oh
thought.
yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's fun to say.
Mimi P.
Mimi P.
It sounds like Beaker from
I feel like I can't say that more than one time. It's like actually.
I saw one yesterday. I listened to a song came on shuffle, and the name of the song is Little Pistol. And I heard that, and I was like, Little Piss, Little Pistol, Little Piss, Little Pistol.
Someone said your combos are so fascinating. Like, I love how we went from music production to plates and food. How?
Yep.
Oh, the donation. I was like, how did we get
Oh,
here,
right, yeah.
though? I'm like
Hip Waiter
really
did
confused.
this.
Hip Waiter?
You did this, Hip
You
Waiter.
did this to us.
He's
You know-
just laughing at his computer right now.
You know what
He's like, I can't wait to use all this content.
I read somewhere that, like, the average human, like, swallows a certain amount of their own spit every day. You know, I'm just making some, like, enough to fill up, like, a whole, like, cup or something, I don't know. And there's, like, but if you, like, spit into a cup and then had to drink that cup, you'd be like, that is disgusting. But you do it like
Anyways.
every like 30 seconds every single day.
I'm gonna say this on the stream because I'm not embarrassed. But I told you guys that I have a saliva gland that I have to like manually empty.
No.
Wait, no, it was the show we played with Jeff. It was me, you, and Jeff.
Okay,
Nobody
yeah.
else was there.
Sounds like a very holding Audra verbally hostage conversation.
No,
No,
there's
because
like
Jeff was like, how did you even figure that out?
I bit it or something like that, and I ruined a saliva gland. So I have to like milk it. Like I have to like push on it to make the saliva come out. Otherwise, it stays in there.
Okay.
I have an appointment. I'm gonna get it fixed.
You're gonna
Take a
do a
shower after
saliva
the
gland? Well, I can do that thing. The saliva gland's underneath my tongue. I can,
Oh, I can't do
gleek?
that.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I do it accidentally sometimes.
When you yawn.
This
probably.
one's over
Yeah.
here though. It's not under my tongue. It's over
Yeah.
here. So if you ever see me going like, that's what I'm doing. I'm emptying it.
I think I just don't like that you're saying you're milking it. That seems.
That made me feel icky.
Mike commented and said last week, Sam's quirks and features. This week, dishes.
What will we talk about next?
What
Audra's
will
got a
we?
finger thing. Ryan's got a
This comment, Jesus, Jesus. Oh, there's a wait. No, but there's a thing on it.
Yeah.
Does
that not
that's where you
change
put
it?
the emphasis.
Oh, okay. But I like his comment. It just says, "Incredible band, guys! Congratulations."
Congrats on your
Thank you.
saliva gland.
That actually means a lot to me. Thank you.
Someone also keeps asking what happened to the X and Y axis, and
I don't know.
I don't know what that
I don't
means.
even know what you're talking about.
The
Anyways,
X-axis goes this way, Y-axis goes this way.
I think we need to leave.
I'm y-axis challenged.
I think we need to be done, and that's it.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a cooking stream at some point. Ryan will make a roast, I'll make a steak, I don't know.
And we'll
We
all
keep
bring
saying
our
that,
plates.
and it doesn't happen. I've
Sam
stopped.
wants a roast so
I've
bad.
stopped getting my hopes up. It happened.
Sorry.
Zach.
That wasn't there before.
Do you guys want to know what else Zach did the other day before you unplug it? We did a student showcase, and Zach was up there, and he kicked somebody's
like,
guitar over onto the ground. And it was an acoustic guitar.
It was fine.
Whose was it?
It was...
Brooks, I think.
No, it was her students.
Oh.
What was her name? Yeah, it was one of her students. though,
Can't
and I
even
felt
remember her
terrible.
name.
Can't. Yeah. I was
You
gonna
must have
say.
felt so badly.
I apologize.
Say her name, Zach. Say her name,
Her name was like Taylor or Martin or something.
Martin.
Go to our website for our email. That's the last one I'm answering. Thanks, guys, for watching. That's it. See you next
Wait,
week.
did you get what I meant by that?
What?
It's
Yeah,
an
I
acoustic
got it.
guitar.
Oh yeah, I got
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.